Understanding task management. There are two ways to create tasks. The first one is through the patient's record. Scroll down a touch to the History dropdown and select Tasks. Here you can see all the contact's tasks. Right now we do not have any, so we're going to go ahead and create one where it says New Task under our dropdown. We're going to add our task name. In this case, we want to call to follow up with his PRP inquiry. We can assign this to any of our users or any of our staff members. In this case, let's choose Rachel Crashour. We can select our start date and our due date by clicking in this field here. In this case, let's choose October 31st and then click on our small check mark to save. We can add our priority level, whether it's low, normal, or high. In this case, it's normal. We can change our status to not started, in progress, or completed. In this case, we're choosing not started. And then below, we can add the description, and we can add anything we would like to here, just for additional information. As you can see, we have 2,500 characters to use, but for this case, I'm going to write, patient expressed interest with PRP, but wanted to discuss it with her husband first. Looks great. Now that we're done creating this task, click on Save. If I scroll down, I'll be able to see the task that we just created, call to follow up with PRP inquiry. Priority level is normal, it's not started, the contact's name, who was assigned to, who it was assigned by, as well as the start date and due date. Now to update the status, I can go ahead and click on this task, change the status to in progress, and then I can also add a comment here. I'm going to say called and left a voicemail on 10/23, and I don't need to write 10/23 because as I save it, you'll see that the date and time is being documented as well as which staff member or user is creating this comment. Now let's go ahead and click on Save. It's going to bring us back to the contact profile, but now let's discuss the other way to create tasks and look at all of the tasks that you have to do. Come over to your left-hand navigation menu to Task Management and select Task List. Here we can see all of our tasks, we can see the priority levels, the status of each one, the contact that they are assigned to, the staff member the task is assigned to, who the task was assigned by, as well as the start date and the due date. Let's say for the sake of example, I completed these two that says not started, so that follow-up call and the invisible aligners. I can simply click on the small checkbox to the very far left of each of those tasks. Then I can come up to the top where it says Actions, and I can choose Mark All as completed. Great, now the status has updated, and now let's select another task to update. Simply click on the title of the task like so. Scroll down and add a comment, such as left a voicemail. Click on that plus button to the right of this field, and that's going to record this comment here. And as you can see again, it's showing the date and time. Then click on Save. Again, I can click on the small box to the left of the task we just created a comment for, and I can set to in progress. And wonderful, all updated. Now, as I mentioned, I can also create a task from this as well. Simply by clicking on New Task in the top right, add my task name. In this case, it's to schedule a consult. I'm going to assign it to the staff account. I'm going to add my contact here, and as I type this in, you'll see the contacts will appear. So Elvis Presley. My start date is today. My due date is going to be Friday the 25th. My priority level is going to be high. And for my status, I'm going to keep it as not started. Then select Save. And if you notice, we don't see this task here. The reason is we need to click on Show Filters and specify a different date range. So let's select Show Filters. Choose our date range. We can choose today, yesterday, the last 7, 30, or 90 days, month to date, last month, year to date, or last year. I can also use these arrows to go through months, and I can simply click on the calendar date to choose my date range. So in this case, I'm going to choose this month. I can filter by a status, whether it's not started, in progress, or completed. I can sort by who each task is assigned to. In this case, we're only viewing Rachel Krashower. I'm going to select all. Assigned by, so if I only want to see tasks assigned by Rachel Krashower, I can select her, but I'm going to keep this as all. And then my priority level. So if I only want to view high priorities, I can go ahead and select that. But I'm just going to keep this on all and click on save. Now we can see the task that we created for Elvis Presley. We can see it was created by Rachel Krashower. The start date is today, and the due date is 10/25/2019. And that's how we utilize our task manager.